Okay, folks, here we are again. Tales from the Tree, number 18. Now, this is a pretty weird one. I mean, we went through, remember on 17, we went through Daath. As I told you once again, we're not going to do a path this week because Daath is really important. You know, it's the hidden sphere, it's the hidden spheroid, it's the hidden intelligence. But it's actually one of the most critically important. We'll be going through it again on the way down to Tippereth and then on the way back up once again before we make the union between the active and passive poles. This concept of Daath, you know, have you ever realized what would happen when you think about this? You know, just turn that to an E. Just turn that to an E. And what do we have? See, that's the concept. That's actually the primordial aspect of the concept of Daath. It's death. It's death. It's not death. It's not death like, oh, your body's dying. It's like on the way up, it's like death, I'm giving up of my body in order to attempt, I'm giving up part of my body, part of my desire. I'm actually changing my desire from a new car and a piece of ass to God. You see, so it's like a death of desire on the way up. On the way up. See, this is a really touchy place. This is where 90% of initiates blow it in the process. It's like, I'm giving up this for that, and I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know, and I'm willing to do that. See, that's what it takes. It's a real stinker. It's a real hoopy doopy place. See, because it's something that happens inside the self, little self. See, so you can't lie to yourself. See, that's the ticket. See, you can't lie to yourself. But once you get up there, and you're up here, and you're in chocolate, and this, oh, I'm so smart, I did it, oh, I'm so good. You know, and then you gotta give it up again and go back through the son of a bitch, coming back down to balance. See? And you want to check out some of them graphs and see what you're going to use to come down there? That's next week, so I'm not going to play with it too much. But all of a sudden, now, you're going to be giving up this thing you finally had the courage to jump off the friggin' cliff. You know, you finally fulfill Shin, and now you got to go back and investigate it. You got to go back and figure out why you did it. I mean, is it because God don't trust you? Consciousness don't trust you? Or they want to make sure you're doing this in balance? If we finally reached a point where, you know, oh, I'm going to make sure. I mean, am I really interested in this concept of universal consciousness or not? Is it the right thing for me? And it may not be. It may not be. You know, maybe your path is something else. But is this my path? Oh, by the way, you have to excuse my Aggie wanted to see how I would look with a mohawk, and I stay and surrender to her. So I just want to explain my haircut. But see, surrender. See, now, I mean, we're going to go back down. I'll probably cut it back off. And then you're going to have to come back up again. See, if you really want universal consciousness, see, you're going to go through the process here of realizing in the not too distant future that you're going to die and be reborn and die again before you even get the opportunity. Before you even get the opportunity for that absolute bond with higher self. See, you know, after 50 or 60 lifetime, and after all this pushing you've been going through, you know, higher self wants to be sure you're really committed. We have to find out if you're really willing to do this. So it's like death, rebirth, death. And we'll take you through that as many times as we have to get this done. Actually, you have to do it yourself. But even though it's not a defined sphere on the tree, this is an extremely important concept. This is surrender within self. This isn't surrendering to your partner. This is not surrendering to a concept. This is not even surrender to the theosophical concept of hermetics. It's not hermetics, Buddhism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam. It's none of that. It's not a surrender to any of that. That's belief. That's dogma. This is a surrender within self. This is a surrender within self. It's a non-opposing surrender. It's non-opposing. Everyone wants to talk about universal consciousness, oneness, stuff like this. This is it, baby. This is it. This is you to you. You to you. Ain't even no big self involved yet. This is you to you. This is where it happens. This is the critical spot. That's why we're going to go through it a couple of times. This is the critical spot. Think about it. Give it a really, really, really careful look. Real careful look. And those few of you that have managed to follow this far, I would strongly suggest to you, you might get interested in our Tarot class, which will be 4:30 on Monday, Arizona time. But they'll, of course, they'll be videotaped and available on the blog. But they're not like this. They're not like this little 10-minute video, 6-minute video, 5-minute video that then we talk about for a day or two, a little bit, and sometimes just bullshit. And the Monday night stuff's the hardcore class. Hardcore class. It's going to be like going to school. You know, if you're going to do it, get the Tarot books by Sadhu. Aggie supplied free download information on a thing, or buy the book, whatever. But it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I know it's very, very hard without somebody explaining it. Remember what we said, you know, deliberate mistakes, deliberate errors, you know, let's get her done, folks. You know, Daath, death of self for self. Death of self for self.